Hello, I'm Anthony Daniels of TF.N Digital. That's what it says.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I was just wandering around and I happened to run into this wonderfully dressed man, and it turns out to be Anthony Daniels, my good friend. And Anthony, you look so good.
Oh, so do you.
Well, thank you. But I have to ask you, why are you all dressed up like this?
Why? Well, I am shortly to host the what is it called? The Dawn lookalike contest here at DragonCon and all this mayhem. So all the off-the-cuff remarks that I make, you know, are heavily scripted before I can do it. So I'm sitting at a computer kind of writing it, trying to learn it at the same time. It's going to be a very funny, hopefully raunchy show, I got to tell you. Totally adult. Wow.
Well, raunchy. Why did they pick you to host this?
I guess it's because it brings out the other side. I mean, the side that isn't 3PO. It's like people are really shocked when I can be quite vulgar, and it's kind of nice for me not to be so proper all of the time. And I think occasionally when Americans hear a British person being a bit naughty, it adds an extra kind of je ne sais quoi.
Well, a few interesting things have happened since the last time I saw you in May, and one of those things is the title of episode 2 has been announced.
Yes.
And
yes. Say it.
Attack of the Clones.
Wow.
I can't say it enough. I keep saying it.
Really? Trying to get used to it?
I'm trying to get used to it.
How do you feel about it?
How do I feel about it? Well, actually, I think, you know, I talked quite a bit about it on the website. I think that we'll realize eventually that George knows what he's doing.
Yeah. We'll
Just wait and see the movie, and
it's clones, not clowns, clones.
Clones, and all in good time, it'll be clear why George picked this title.
Certainly it will.
But I've heard that it's been announced that in addition to 3PO, you appear without a costume in episode 2.
I mean, totally nude.
Exactly.
It's a lie. No, I do actually. Do people know about this?
Yes, it's been announced on the site.
Well, of course, the Attack of the Clones is entirely about this character whose name I will not reveal to you, but not too far away from my own, who is obviously the lead of the movie, takes over the entire empire and all that kind of thing. But star, but it's a pretty brief moment of stardom. But it was kind of fun to do. I got to be an extra for a day. Nearly killed me, but it's hard work being an extra.
How did that come about?
I just was bored, but not as bored as when we'd finished.
Well, we also have been talking a little bit about episode 2, you and I, and you mentioned that you are not finished shooting episode 2.
That's right. I'm going back from Atlanta here to just do a few more shots, and because often, you know, there's little bits that get forgotten on the way or need to be corrected or need to be enhanced, and that's what we're doing at this point.
Well, DragonCon, this is my second convention. AlphaCon was my first.
All right.
And I met you there, and this is a little bit different from AlphaCon.
Well, you can say that again. I mean, we're in the pretty deep south here, and there is such a good atmosphere. You will have seen walking around with the camera. Lots of weird people, and that's just the committee who run this thing. You know, the guests are superb. They put a lot into it. This is probably about the 4th time I've been involved, and I just have such fun because the audience here are really game. They want to get in on the act, and they're a tough crowd to control. I've probably got about 3,000 people facing me tonight, and they all need to be kept in their places and to behave. And I think they've worked out that I'm pretty good on discipline.
Yeah, I was just going to say, if anyone can handle it, I think you're up for it.
Right. Yeah, it's that schoolmaster approach.
Right. Well, Anthony, I also know that you are totally redesigning your website, and can you tell me something about it? What's going to be new? What's going to be really cool on your website?
Right, well, the really cool thing is people are going to be able to get to it and not be confused by all sorts of bad data that was floating around it and very, very poor construction. There were some nice, pretty pictures, but they didn't kind of go anywhere. Well, in the last 18 months, I've learned a lot about web design, what works, what doesn't work, what looks good and doesn't work. So now we're going back with new designer, new IP, and hopefully now people across America can get in there, read the truth about various things, see pictures, hopefully from DragonCon pictures and stuff, and I think it's going to be a site I can be proud of for a change.
And when do you think this new and improved site will be ready to view?
Hopefully in maybe 2 or 3 weeks only. It's being worked on whilst I'm away, and I really look forward to it because there's a great access of the public towards me, because eventually things filter through to me, their questions and so on. They can find out what they want to know. So you know, it's a way of teaming up with the public.
And that website again is anthonydaniels.com.
That's right.
So we're going to keep watching. We're going to keep catching up with you. We're excited about episode 2. It's great to see you.
You're stalking me, are you?
I might be. I'm not going to admit to it because then I think you could probably take some kind of legal action against me. But
Not legal.
But it's good to see you again, and I look forward to our next meeting.
Wherever it is.
Right. Wherever it is.
Okay, wait a minute. Could you do me